Good morning, cultists. Welcome back to another unbalanced breakfast with CthuLoops. In the last episode, we got into the northern part of the West End. I'm not actually sure what this part is called, but I'm just going to call it the Northwest End or whatever. And we met... Who do we meet? We saved Louise Teasdale. We met Charles Jerome Albright, and we met Usher Talltree, who is the leader of the Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole. He is the primate? I'm really disappointed that this guy is not a monkey or an ape. I was kind of looking forward to meeting a, well, not sentient, because apes are pretty much sentient, but, you know, like a talking, fancy-dressed ape dude, but this is just some human, so it's a little disappointing.
Evening, Jonathan.
And I'm talking to him again because we didn't take this option to have him read our cards.
Can you read the cards?
Put the money on the
Right. Okay, so he's asking for, I think, 120 ducats? Let's do it.
Here is the money.
The snake. A bitter woman, smiling as she pours poison in your cup. A shaming betrayal. Hate.
Who the hell is she talking about? Venus Crossley? We just got a hint about Venus Crossley. We learned that Venus is deliberately poisoning her husband. Wait. Is this guy just giving me random hints? Oh, right. No, we already know about that.
Goodbye,
What
sir.
the hell?
Until we meet again.
I rarely wander.
Did this guy just give me like a random hint that I couldn't figure out or something? I don't understand. Well, anyways, let's go ahead and explore more of Northwest End. What lies over this way? Anything I can... Aha! Some valuables, as in grease and aluminium shard, and I guess that's it, inside of the garbage. Alright, fair enough. Not a terrible haul. A terrible haul would be nothing. Grease and 4 shillings. Not quite the 5 shillings, but 4 shillings will do.
It's
Can't
locked.
go in there yet. And before we go see Aloysius Dawson, I think we should probably ask the West End inhabitants about Aloysius Dawson. Get their feedback on, and we just discovered a new hideout. Right, all the hideouts have the keep out written on them. Does this lead to another part of the hideout? It just leads to a dank, disgusting back alley, which I will not be endorsing. Not yet anyways. Can I loot anything else here? This is my hideout, so I'm definitely allowed to loot it without any, you know, pretending that I'm doing these guys a favor. Okay, so... Right, this is where we have our bed, where we can rest up and all that stuff. And that's potassium permanganate, etc., etc. Cool beans. Anything else I can possibly abscond with? Ah, right, the thick, brisk blood sample. Let's go ahead and analyze that. So now we can make strong stamina serum. Sure, why not? Let's fill up on this bad boy. And let's also fill up on the strong blood serum. Might as well finish top up on our stamina and regeneration serum. And what does this give us? It gives us a strong regeneration serum. Fantastic. Right, so let's top up on that. And we're actually kind of lacking in potassium permanganate now. We're still pretty good with ferrous tartrate, as well as sodium hypochlorite solution. Decent with ergotamine and opium. So does that mean... Ah, okay, so we're going to need more potassium permanganate if you want to make respiratory drugs and all that stuff. Okay, can we break any of this down to make potassium... Aha! The box of pills is what we can break down in order to make potassium permanganate. Alright, let's give that a try. You know what? Let's break down 4. I have over 2,000 ducats. I think I can safely break down all of this stuff without worrying about going into bankruptcy. And also, let's go ahead and upgrade our hacksaw. I think the hacksaw is definitely a viable strategy to go with. So the hacksaw with a dagger, because that'll keep us topped up on blood. And I'm also kind of curious how the weapons would work. Maybe I should actually give these a try, see how they fit me, or see how they suit me, and then if we like them, perhaps it might not be a bad idea to try going the ranged weapon route as well. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and upgrade our hacksaw, and we can upgrade it to the very max, so let's go ahead and do that. We'll get the increased blood absorption, and we need more aluminium parts. Okay, so I think we can actually break down some forks for that. How does a silver fork get broken down into aluminium parts? Unless maybe the fork is not actually silver. Maybe it's fake. It's a fake silver, which is obviously aluminium. I guess on the surface it does look kind of similar to the layperson. Not that I'm implying I'm not a layperson, I'm definitely a layperson. And believe you me, I like to lay people. As in, lay them on the ground. As in, bury them? Not in like a criminal way. I mean like as like a gravekeeper kind of thing. I don't know what I'm talking about. Hello. I wonder if perhaps we should try out our newfound firearms on these guys. He's level 29 though. I'll be honest with you guys, I don't know if I'm ready to tussle with a level 29 dude. So let's just kill these guys and then maybe... Oh, jeez. Okay, he's got... Oh, man. Holy crap, he just completely decimated my, my whatchamacallit, my blood and stamina supply. Alright, so we're going to, bleed him dry now. You dick. Unbelievable. Can you believe this? What? Vermin? I don't think so. Do I look like a rat? Hey, I might eat rats, and you know there's that saying, you are what you eat, but that doesn't mean that you get to insult me like this, alright? Completely unacceptable, good sir. What'd you say? Was he singing? Adi, 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 step back? I don't understand. What did you just say there? Please. Please help me understand what you were saying. Was that even English?
God walks with me.
You sure about that? Because I'd say I'm kind of kicking your ass. Oh, you son of a bitch. You ass mother. You mother of asses. Not asses as in donkeys, but sentient buttocks, of course. Okay, kind of starting to wonder if perhaps the old, what's it? Oh, jeez. I didn't realize that thing had such a wide range. That's insanely wide. Alright, bitch. Damn it, stop that, man. Stop your weird fucking flash thing, you jerk. You dick nugget. You nugget of dicks. Unbelievable. Can you believe this? And he's doing it again. What the hell, man? You're almost dead. Correction, you are dead. What the hell? He left me with like no blood left. Jeez, what a jerk. Well, it's a good thing we didn't mess around with the guns in that fight, because I feel like, considering how much difficulty I had with the, Oh, was this locked? Whose house is this, by the way? Is this Aloysius Dawson's house? I don't want to be at Aloysius Dawson's house, so maybe we should back up a little bit until we've met everyone and interviewed them and gotten their thoughts on whether or not we should... I mean, I'm not gonna ask them whether or not I should, you know, immortalize Aloysius Dawson. But we can at least ask them about the dude. Hey, guys. Hey, how you doing? You sure about that? Oh, you bitch. You murderous bitch. Oh, you complete mother of dicks. Damn it. Now look, I've got no blood left. Okay, you know what? This is happening, bitch. Because of what you've done to me? Oh my god. I'm like dying. Crap. Turns out that maybe the blood draining weapon strategy is not so viable. Or at least not so viable for me anyways. Maybe it's viable for someone else, but maybe not for me. Okay, got it. Cool, thanks. Let me fill up on blood first, and then let me just completely annihilate you. Just like that. See that? Didn't that feel good? Aw, man, I'm not topped up on blood. Thankfully, though, he did drop a good handle part, which I can use to... Hey, what's this? Where does this lead? Oh, I know where this leads. Yes, it leads to Whitechapel. Fantastic. Well, that's another shortcut unlocked. And I think there's actually some lower level dudes out there that we can probably maybe experiment with our gun on. Hello? Are there any low level dudes here that might want to be experimented upon? Nothing sexual, of course. I mean purely in the getting blasted in the ass with a gun kind of sense. Again, nothing sexual. I am talking about blasting people in the ass, but it's not sexual. You know, unless you want it to be. Then it can be as sexual as you want it to be. But just assume that unless both you and I agree that it's gonna be sexual, just assume that it's not sexual. And I forgot what I was talking about, but that's okay. Are there any rats that I can possibly feast on and top off my blood? Where are these other citizens of West End? So, sorry, Northwest End, who are also, I guess, technically part of West End. Unknown. Interesting. And unknown. Okay. Whoa. Price's shop. Just filled to the brim with premium quality oxygen. What? How do you know who I am? How come I don't know who you are?
Good evening, Miss Price. How are you tonight?
Dr. Reed, I didn't know you had returned from the war. I had a new doctor when you left, but he's not as kind as you.
Always glad to see a former patient in good condition. It's been a long time.
Too long indeed. And as a token of my appreciation, I'll grant you the best price if you fancy buying anything from my humble shop.
That's great and all, but here's the thing, Caroline Price. I don't see anything that I can buy from your shop. It looks like it's just completely devoid of anything, so... Okay, let's ask her about Aloysius Dawson.
Do you know Aloysius Dawson?
Everybody knows him. He's only been to my shop once, though, looking for rare books and other intriguing antiques.
Did he buy something from you?
No, he left quickly. He almost laughed at my goods. Mr. Dawson may be a rich man, but you can't buy good manners.
But isn't Aloysius Dawson known for his philanthropy?
That was before his brother Robert died in an aeroplane crash. Since then, the remaining twin has turned into a heartless tycoon.
Huh. Aloysius Dawson had a twin brother who died in a plane crash. I wonder if this is actually Aloysius Dawson, or if this is his twin, and he faked his death. Because it kind of sounds like there was like a very rapid shift in personality. Maybe the twin has assumed the richer twin's identity or something. Or maybe since his brother died, he just realized the fragile condition, fragile nature of the human condition and all that stuff. I don't know. Doesn't matter. At least we've got all the hints required for Aloysius Dawson now. Alright, let's learn more about Caroline.
What can you tell me about yourself, Miss Price?
I'm still managing my shop. The only difference is, since the quarantine, we're open at night. You, on the contrary, seem to have changed a lot.
Not a bit. Not at all. Ignore the weird blood veins coming out of my eyeballs and shit.
Really? Have I changed that much? It must have been the war and the night shifts since my return.
Don't get me wrong, Dr. Reed, you're still handsome. Just maybe a little bit wiser, more serious. It suits you well.
Oh, ho, ho. Looks like somebody wants the doctor's D.
Tell me more about yourself. No new fiancé? I remember you were hoping to get remarried. I'm sure you must have a few suitors.
Who would marry an old bat like myself with a grown daughter and a little business? As you know, I only fancy handsome men like yourself.
Well, well, well. Caroline admits she has a thing for her former physician, Dr. Jonathan Reed. Interesting.
Have you noticed anything in particular in this part of town recently?
Other than you coming back to cheer me up? Nothing at all, Dr. Reed.
Does your daughter still worry you, Miss Price? I remember you were often concerned about her health when she was younger.
Have you not seen Carol since you returned? She's almost a young woman now. But she'll always remain my sweet little baby.
So you're less afraid?
Some things never change. Carol is still too clumsy for her own good. Sometimes her innocence puts her in real danger.
Why would her innocence put her in danger?
She does not realize how cruel life can be. Maybe I was a bad mother to protect her too much. My poor dear Carol.
You have every reason to be cautious, Miss Price, especially in these difficult times.
Maybe you could talk with her, Dr. Reed. It would be nice to have a man here more often. We would both feel safer.
Well, I mean, I'm not the only man in the area. There's some, very nice guard of Prewen. There's also some male scowls running around trying to tear buttholes and all that stuff. Let's see what you have to trade.
May I look at your goods, Miss Price?
It's always a pleasure to have you here, Dr. Reed.
Yeah, we're looking
Take
at our
all
goods,
the time.
all right. Yep, okay. She kind of has garbage. Are you seriously selling springs? Are you kidding me? You're selling springs. You can't walk like 2 fucking meters without tripping up on like 50 million springs in London. So I don't exactly know how she has the audacity to sell springs. Good
I hope you can
grief.
stay a little longer this time.
Yeah, I would love to, but you're not selling anything. What do you even sell here? Good grief. I mean, I took a look at your thing.
It's locked, all right.
And I still can't tell what the hell you're selling. And can I get into your back door there? And by back door, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, so who's that? Who's that little shit? How do I get to that little shit? I'm assuming maybe I get to the little shit via here? Oh no, that's just a sewer. Okay. So how do I get to that person? Oh, hello.
I hope you can
Hey,
stay a little longer.
Who are
this
you?
time.
Good evening, Miss Price. I'm Dr. Reed. Do you remember me?
Dr. Reed? Yes, of course. You are the doctor who healed me and my mum. Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Good to see you too, Carol. Are you all right?
Oh, yes. I did not hurt myself recently. I know how to take care of myself now. I'm almost a grown-up.
Your mother keeps addressing me whilst we're having a conversation, Carol.
Have you ever met the famous Aloysius Dawson?
Yes. A very strange man. Not very nice.
What do you mean?
He said he was ready to pay good money for rare books. And then laughed at what we showed him.
Well, maybe you have like, crap. Maybe you're not actually selling anything and you just have empty display cases. Like it's a newly built house in Skyrim.
Why are you awake at night, Carol?
I am helping my mother in her shop. It's not easy, but I'm a grown-up now.
I'm sure your mother is grateful for your help.
I do the best I can. But I'm so clumsy sometimes. I drop things. I injure myself. It's a good thing my mother has the patience of an angel.
She sounded a little weird saying all that.
Why is work not easy? Is something or someone bothering you?
Oh no, most people are gentle with me. But I'm so nervous sometimes. I pay no attention and hurt myself. Good thing my mum learned first aid.
Carol's mother has always taken good care of her when she was injured. Fantastic. And... right, okay, that's great.
What can you tell me of the people living nearby?
I don't speak to many people, except our customers. It's not easy to make friends. And with the epidemic, it's even more difficult.
Well, you can always make friends with dead people. I hear they're pretty good company. Very good listeners, from what I've been told.
What can you tell me about the epidemic?
Some of our regular customers have left London. Some others only send their housemaids now. Everybody fears the contagion. I've even seen men with weapons.
That would be me.
Have you no friends at all?
No. Mr. Nithercote used to pass by and was always nice to me.
Does he not come by anymore?
No. Mum said he was weird. Always reciting poetry about a girl he'd met in Whitechapel. I wonder who this camellia may be.
I met her. She is nothing special. She is the most boring conversationalist in the entire universe.
Do you enjoy working with your mother?
Oh yes, Doctor. My mother raised me alone after my father died. We've always lived together, and she has always watched over me.
Do you remember your father?
No, I was just a baby then. My mother always told me how strong and good he was.
Do you ever think about getting married now you're a woman?
Oh no, Dr. Reed. Mum always says I'm still a child who has no idea how tough life can be. No husband would like a clumsy girl like me.
Alright, cool. I guess that's all there is to say about that.
Goodbye.
Fantastic. Alright, can I talk to Caroline now that I've, Did you name your... Oh, wait. Oh. How? Where? Where do I go? Oh, right outside, eh? Okay, then. Okay, what's happening down here, ladies? Come on. What are you doing?
Be careful, Carol. You're wasting good food here.
Yes, Mother.
I said be careful, child. I'm sorry, sweetheart. Mummy has been so clumsy again.
No, that's okay. It won't bleed for long.
You're so pale. Are you feeling sick? Do you need to see a doctor?
No, I'm fine. I already saw the doctor last week.
Don't be silly. You must see a doctor. Just don't tell him how clumsy your mummy is, all right? I love you so much, my baby.
I love you too, Mother.
What the fuck? Caroline just slashed her own daughter so that she would have an excuse to see the doctor. I believe Caroline might actually have what's known as Munchausen by proxy. So Munchausen syndrome is a psychological disorder wherein a person intentionally afflicts pain or intentionally injures themselves in order to gain attention from either their family, friends, or doctors or nurses, etc., etc. Munchausen by proxy is hurting people around you in order to get attention from, you know, loved ones, doctors, etc., etc., etc. That actually seems like a textbook case of Munchausen by proxy. So, interesting. Okay, let's talk to the mother first.
Good evening, Miss Price.
You know you can call me Carolyn, my dear doctor.
Your daughter, is she hurt?
Carol's gratitude is exemplary. She seems determined never to leave you.
I'm taking care of my daughter as well as I can. It's not always easy, but she's the best gift life gave me.
But she'll probably leave you someday to live her own life. Will that be difficult for you?
Why would she leave? Children sometimes stay with their parents until the end, for they know no one else will love them as much.
Tell me, Carolyn, do you often wound or hurt your daughter by mistake?
No. I always thought it was Carol's clumsiness that caused these incidents. Maybe it's a family trait, Doctor.
You really believe it's just bad luck and being clumsy then?
Of course, Doctor. What else could it be? I have nothing to hide.
Are you sure about that?
You are responsible for your daughter's many injuries and scars, Carolyn. You brutalize her, don't you?
How could I abuse my own flesh and blood? This is nonsense. It would be like hurting myself.
You really believe you've done nothing wrong, don't you? How long has this been going on for? I should have seen it when you were my patients.
Seen what? Child abuse? Are you mad, Dr. Reed? I dedicated my whole life to my precious Carol. She is a part of me.
Yes. Even her name is just a part of yours. This is a terrible tragedy. Something of an unknown disorder. My God. Abuse that comes from overwhelming love.
I can't believe what I'm hearing. How dare you say something like that? What kind of a monster do you think I am?
Speak to me, Carolyn. Why do you behave like this? How does it make you feel to hurt Carol before cajoling her?
I don't know. It makes me feel good to take care of my daughter. I need to feel useful. No one ever takes care of me. I need someone to take care of me.
Do you realize Carol is a person? Not a toy, not a doll. The poor girl would put her hand in a flame to please you. You are both trapped in this toxic relationship.
Carol and I are perfectly happy. Leave us be. How stupid I was to believe you could be a suitable husband.
You're a victim too. You're a threat to Carol. You will kill your daughter. Okay, so we know everything there is to know about Carolyn. What about Carol? Still one hint left.
I'm not judging you, Carolyn. I believe you're a victim too. I'm just trying to explain that you need medical help.
You will not separate me from my flesh and blood, Dr. Reed. We'd rather die.
Okay, that sounded rather confrontational, but at least we haven't been locked out of a hint. Can I still trade?
May I look at your goods, Miss Price?
It's always a pleasure to have you.
Okay, so I can still trade with her. Now I need to be able to talk to Carol.
It's locked.
Excuse me? We just had a fucking conversation. What the hell? Carol, come up here. Let me speak with you. Come on, girl. Where are you at? Let me into your basement, please. Come on.
I cannot
Open this.
enter.
Carolyn, I implore you, please open the door. So that I don't have to be in your stupid ass front end of your shop where you're selling absolutely nothing. I don't need all this oxygen, alright, Carolyn? I've got plenty enough as it is. In fact, I've got more than I need. More than I'll ever need at this point. Okay, well, since Carol isn't gonna, come out of her basement, I don't know what she's doing in there, but, whatever it is, it can't be wholesome. Come on, Carol. Come up here. Damn it. Okay, I think we've already spoken to him. Who are these guys? I swear, I thought I saw two before. Why is there only one? I guess one of them just moves around. Hey, buddy. How you doing?
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. Can I be of assistance?
Dr. Reed? Dr. Reed?
Is there anything wrong?
No, it's just... Your name sounds familiar. And your face. Have we met before?
I think I would remember. So I suppose the answer is no.
That's odd. I'm certain I've already heard of you. My name is Pericles Baker. Does that mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not, sir. But it's a pleasure to meet you anyway.
The pleasure is mine, I guess. I only wish I could remember when it was that we met.
Is that your doppelganger, or is that your twin brother? Or did you somehow glitch out in the Matrix, and now there's two of you wearing different vests?
What can you tell me about Aloysius Dawson?
I've heard this is a man who has searched for his place in the world for a long time. I hope he found it.
It's an odd, vague thing to say.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Baker. What are you doing out here in the middle of the night?
We are waiting. Waiting for someone.
And why are you waiting for this person?
Because we need to leave this city. As soon as possible.
Why do you want to leave the city?
I'm not really sure.
Pericles and Agamemnon. Okay. Both have very Greek names. Interesting.
Can you tell me anything about this district?
As you like asking questions so much, would you allow me to ask you one first?
Please, be my guest.
Do you like this city?
I know we are not living in the most peaceful of times, but I have learned to appreciate London's complexity.
Yes, me too. This city tests us. It invites us to find ourselves, to discover our true nature scattered throughout its dark streets.
But what if we don't like what we find?
Do we ever know who we are? I wonder sometimes. Or maybe it is the journey to find out who we are that changes us.
Right.
And what do you do, sir? For a living, that is.
I stopped working when I decided to leave. When I realized what I wanted. Wanted something this city can't provide.
And what's that?
But what were you doing before you took this decision?
Does it really matter anymore? Considering the past seems so pointless to me. I have lived in this city all my life. And now I think it's over.
Why is this guy being so purposefully obtuse?
Tell me more about why you want to leave London, then.
I just don't belong here anymore. I had to convince my brother to leave London because I know we need to find another life out of the city.
Oh, okay.
Who are you waiting for? I'm sure he has a name.
I really can't answer that question, since I don't know that person.
And why is that?
This person is mostly my brother's acquaintance. I don't even know his real name. Only that this man could help us leave this city once and for all.
But why would you need this person's help to leave London anyway?
Well, I thought we should have left this cursed place already, but my brother convinced me to stay a while longer, and here we are.
Alright, fantastic. Okay, so
Goodbye, Mr. Baker.
let's end the episode off here for now. We'll come back tomorrow. We'll speak to, I guess, Agamemnon, who is either a doppelganger, or a clone, or a glitch in the Matrix, or I guess the least likely explanation would be that he is this guy's twin brother or something. And then we'll also speak to a Carol about the last of the new discovery and all that stuff. Alright, so for now, thanks for watching and have a good breakfast.